Hey, Aurora. Hey, Susan. Hey, Larry. It's on my phone, so it's not beeping at me every 10 seconds. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Carmel. Long time no see, everybody. Or it feels like a long time. I guess it was Sunday will be a week ago. Hey, Mr. Krabs. That is Mabel. Hank will come into frame as soon as I shake one of his mice, but oh, there he is. He's already out now. Now I have to find his mice, but this will work. There's a few here. Hard to say. They don't really interact a whole lot. But Mabel, she habitually hisses at everyone and everything, including us. So yeah, Mabel has enjoyed her freedom. Past couple of nights, we've let her sleep in the bed with us because Luna has decided she does not want to be in the bedroom at night anymore. So kind of traded places. Oh, well, Mabel is grumpy. But that's what Mabel does. So to answer your question, Larry, probably not. Don't fight, but that's how Mabel reacts to anybody getting too close to her. She's got the tortitude. Stella is up there in the closet. We have been really busy this week trying to make preparations for Melanie's parents, who are going to be here tomorrow. But in the process, I think we've gotten a lot of stuff sorted, and hopefully the house won't be in such disarray. We're moving things into storage and bought bins for things. There were a lot of things that were just completely out of place because they used to be in this room before the cats came here, and now that the cats live here, we had to find new places for all the stuff that was in here before, including the furniture that used to be in here. So they do like cats. They don't have quite as many cats as we have, but they like cats. No, they've met them once before. I think that was before Zelda was adopted. And they came in here. It was before we let them run all around the house, but they came in here and they all scattered when they tried to come visit with them. So well, if you want to come in here and participate, you need to come in here and participate. Don't talk from the hallway.
Zelda. I held Zelda. You guys have too many toys.
Nah.
You need a toy box.
They have a toy box. Or they have a toy bucket.
Yeah, they need a little box where you can throw them all in it. You can put them in the living room.
Well, there's plenty of boxes out there.
You want to buy like plastic devoted one. They don't eat it.
I didn't get Copper to the vet today, but I think I'm going to try to get him tomorrow. Been pretty busy this week. We had a lot of work come down the pipe, but since we have guests coming tomorrow, I think I may try to get out of there a little early tomorrow. Not promising that, but my goal is to get him to the vet sometime around lunch and then maybe leave a little while after that. His eye looks to be a bit better. It's still a little watery, but not as anywhere near as bad as it was. He and Clara are getting along great. He and Lily rubbed noses this afternoon, despite Lily getting angry because she was hungry. Hangry, I guess. But yeah, Copper is, when I got to work this morning, he was in the little red chair that's visible just below the camera in the main room. And shortly after that, he moved to the chair next to my desk where he spent 90% of the day until I picked him up and set him in my lap. And he stayed there for a little while until I picked him up and put him back in his chair. So, he loves to lounge around. That is his favorite thing in the world to do. Hey, Connie. And I know we've been lacking. Yeah, I ate Mexican food and it was spicy and my sinuses are draining, so you have to forgive me for all my throat clearing. But despite our lack of close-ups, we can't go too long tonight because Allie, our dog Allie, is having a dental in the morning, so she has to eat her late meal before 10 o'clock. And then we have to give them a chance to drink some water and then take the water away. We were not intending on having a dental done for Allie, but she's got this little thing growing on her lip and they're not really sure what it is, so I guess they're going to remove that while she's out for the dental, and we only have to pay for the anesthesia once. But
her teeth are really gross.
Yeah, she needs the dental. She does have some funky teeth and bad breath. I've seen them before.
I didn't notice they were that bad until he pointed it out, and I looked at them and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, they got drew some kind of fluid out of it, but
well, it wasn't really fluid. It was like, I don't know, like goop, like in
a cyst or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like black goop came out of it, and they looked at it on a slide, and it had some abnormal cells, but it didn't have a lot of white blood cells, I guess. So couldn't really conclusively say what it was or whether it was something to be super concerned about. Said we could just watch it and wait and see if it changes or anything, or just go ahead and take it off. And since she needs a dental, I was like, we'll just do the dental and pay. Like, it was only like another $60 on top of the dental to get that removed while she's out. So might as well.
Yeah, and she's 9 years old now, so.
Here she comes. Speak of the devil. Speak of the alley. Trying to find some floor space.
She's trying.
Don't make that throw up sound.
No, Allie's 9. Stella's probably 5-ish.
Probably said 3 or 4. Now she's 5.
4 or 5, I think. I started feeding her in 2014. I don't know how old she was when I started feeding her. And there's Salem,
who ran out the door when I came home.
Yeah, he did that to me the other night too.
The front door, which is worse than the back door since there's no fence out in the front yard.
Yeah, but the yard is less gross if you have to walk out in wet grass in the front yard. The other night he ran out the back door, and it was after we fed them, and I didn't have my shoes on, and the grass was all wet. I'm walking in wet grass trying to use the light from my phone to dodge dog poop. And I was very angry when I got to him. I don't know why he wants to go outside so bad.
He definitely doesn't need to go out there right now. There's so many mosquitoes everywhere. I don't know why.
Because it's hot and it's damp everywhere from all the rain.
It's worse than usual, though. They're just like swarming the dogs when they go outside.
Well, Mabel used to run out the door a lot. She has not done it in a while. I mean, she inches towards the door, but she
went after you when you were going.
Yeah, but she has not made it out the door in a while. Knock on wood.
What are you eating, Tabby? What are you picking up off the floor?
Hey.
Find a little piece of food. We have a Vincent coming this way.
He laid down in the hall.
Gotta let Luna sleep with us one time.
Why?
We had them sleep with us too.
Well, if she wants out, let her out. Let her make the decision.
Kick you out.
We have put Salem on a harness before. I think we took a video of that one time. He tolerates it better than most of the other cats that we've tried it on. All the others just kind of sprawl out on the floor. They don't enjoy it.
And Mabel has a fit about it. We've tried it on her before, and once she's got it on, she deals with it fine, but taking it on or off, she tries to bite us. She gets really mad about it.
But Salem is probably our most agreeable cat about everything.
Stella.
Well, once the weather cools down some, we still got the bottomless dog crate that we can set on top of the grass, so they can feel the grass underneath them. But it's just been so hot, and the mosquitoes are bad, and we've had so much rain in the past week. I think every day it has rained. It's like living in the rainforest. Typically by middle of July, all the rain goes away here, and we don't see it again until September. But it has not been the case this year.
You're messing with it. A bug. Oh, I'm gonna trim her claws again already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the hot weather either, but at least when the sun's out, you can get out and do something. You're going to sweat a lot, but here lately it's been nothing but rain.
Hey, don't scratch me.
He does that sometimes. He gets a little
buzz on him.
over dramatic. We've had the Florida weather here too. Oh, I missed your jump. Hey, Catherine. And welcome. I think it rained in the wee hours of the morning today, and it was sprinkling when I came home from work. We have not had as much rain today as we have in the past several days, but good chance again tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So I don't know when it'll ever stop.
They completely destroyed one of those springs the other day. Came home and it was in like 3 pieces in the hallway.
It doesn't surprise me. Yeah, my grass is in desperate need of being mowed again, but I can't do it when it's all wet. So that'll be fun. First sunny day I get. And the backyard gets so thick that even when it's sunny, it has to be sunny for 3 or 4 days before it gets completely dried out. Hey, Karate Joe.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I could easily mow our yard twice a week. I don't, but I could.
There you go. What are you doing?
This one is Hank. That's Tabby. That's Salem. There's Mabel next to the dirty laundry. This dog is Allie. The dog out there is Vinny, who you can barely see. There's a Stella up there in the top of the closet where she likes to hide now. And Wilson is back there. And there are more in other parts of the house, but that's all we have in here, which is more than enough.
You need to lose weight, dog. So chunky.
She doesn't exercise, I told you.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like me. Look at him.
Look at who.
Put his paws.
Hey, Priscilla.
His paws.
They're all doing very well.
Mabel was in that window earlier.
What window? Oh, no. Well, hopefully your dog was vaccinated and that won't be an issue. That's true too, Fern. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Mhm.
Susan's dog got attacked by a rabid raccoon.
Mhm.
Hey, Wilson. Oh, we have 10, if you can believe that. I don't even try to differentiate fosters between permanent and all that because I think we're stuck with all of them. Wilson and Hank had both been adopted, but they picked us. They would not acclimate to their new home, so they had to come back.
They might have it.
Wilson probably would have done a lot better than Hank, maybe. I don't know.
I think they both would have survived eventually, but when people adopt a cat, they don't necessarily want to have to wait months before it even comes out and looks at them. And these guys just do not want to come
How
out.
long was Wilson there? 2 weeks? Yeah. Wilson didn't come around after 2 weeks, and this guy hid somewhere. We tore the lady's apartment apart looking for him, and neither one of us could find him. She thought that he had escaped, and we had a mini freak out for a day until he showed up sometime in the middle of the night. He was just in a really good hiding spot. So, but after all that, I offered to help her get another cat. It's like the dog in Funny Farm, the dog that was guaranteed not to run away. I got her a cat like that, and we just brought Hank back home, and they seemed to be happy. He immediately turned back into the same Hank he always was before he left.
Wilson was the same way.
Yeah, Wilson did the same. He was gone for 2 weeks, and then we got him home, and he's like, "Hey, I'm back. I remember this."
Mad about your butt? I'm too excited.
He doesn't like butt scratches.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why. He's one of the few cats that we have that don't enjoy the butt scratches, but he always gets mad at me when I try, or when I've tried.
Right away. It just gets
Finally learned to leave it alone.
Oh, sorry.
They're neither. They're tame. We fostered this guy, and his brother is over there. You can't see him. She was a stray, but she belonged to somebody at some point. He was sort of feral. We fostered that guy, adopted him out, and they couldn't keep him, so he came back, but he's tame. They're all tame, but they all came from varying situations.
All strays or offspring of strays.
Yeah, this guy is that guy's uncle. That's this guy's brother. Mabel is of no relation. That is Hank and Wilson's half brother. So there's a lot of relatives here.
Salem's not their uncle.
I said that guy is Salem's uncle. His younger uncle.
You better not go up there and mess with Stella.
What are you doing, Tabby?
Much of an attitude as you do.
Mabel, you better not. Mabel's playing with fire. He does. Definitely does. I got another picture of Doc. I haven't posted it, but
Mabel, be nice to me.
when I got the picture, I wasn't sure if there was something wrong with him or what, but he was just laying there and somebody was petting him, but his mouth was half open and his eyes were closed. I mean, he looked like he was half dead, but he was just getting attention. And apparently he was really enjoying it. They were all, well, he was born indoors. Tabby was not. He was born indoors. He was born indoors. She, I don't know. She wandered up to our house one day. I don't know her whole story.
She was fixed when we found her, and she has a tattoo on her stomach, which normally means she was fixed at like a shelter or something. So.
And the mother of this one and that one is up there in the closet, hiding somewhere behind a gym bag where she likes to sleep. Are you talking about the ferals outside, Connie? Yeah, I did my best to make friends with the little kitten the other day. I'm trying to earn his trust. I don't know if it's going to work, but he did take a treat out of my hand the other day. But there was that little metal grate between me and him. So,
Mabel, why are you doing that?
But the cleaning lady was at the office, and I had sat there long enough to where he had come out and was sitting, I mean, a foot in front of me, drinking water. And I told myself, as soon as he comes out, the cleaning lady's going to come out and spook him. And I was right. I mean, I could have reached out and touched him. I wasn't going to do that. But as soon as he came out and started drinking water, she walked out the door. He heard the door and the rustling of a bag, and he darted back under the building again. But yeah, next week, middle of next week, I'm planning on getting a trap. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, because I don't think I can take them on Fridays. But maybe by Wednesday or Thursday, I'll at least have one of them fixed. I don't know how many traps they'll allow me to get at one time. I think it just depends on how many they have available, but I've got 3 I need to catch. Yeah, Stella lived around the office for quite a while before I knew better and realized that I should feeding her, I should trap her and get her fixed. That was a few years ago, though, and a few years before Stumpy had come along and all that.
She did belong to people initially.
Yeah, there were some people taking care of her, and I didn't want to impose on any of that. That was one hurdle I had to get through, but then they moved away and left her, so I claimed responsibility for her after that. I don't know if they technically adopted her or if she was just a stray that they fed and at one point put a collar on. But now I know better, and I know that there's at least 3 cats that I have to trap and have fixed and stop that whole cycle. And hopefully they'll hang around for a while and keep the other ones away. If I don't put the camera right on Salem, you can't really see his eyes. If you back it up and get Tabby in the shot, all you see are eyes and solid black. It's like a black hole sitting over there.
What bugs you guys keep looking at?
Yeah, but we have the 10 here, and I currently have 4 at my office that are living there. And if I knew I could get away with it without anyone giving me any grief, there would be 4 permanent ones there, because I'm really hating the idea of giving Copper up, but I know I have to. He's a very cool cat and has calmed down and is quite relaxed. Take care, Susan. I say we won't go too long tonight. Probably wrap up in just a little bit because we got to get everybody fed and pick up the food and water before 10. He's cute and very sweet, but he's also a big brat. He does what he wants when he wants to, with authority. Well, he knows he is. We tell him all the time, so that he's a brat. We have robes hanging on the back of the bedroom door, and if he wants to go in the bedroom, we let him in the bedroom, and then, if we walk away and we're not attentive to him being in there, he jumps onto the robes and dangles from the robes. So you hear him hanging from those and scratching against the back of the door because he wants out.
And he jumps at the doorknob.
Yeah, he knows how doorknobs work. He just can't quite grip them. So every morning you hear over and over and over. But he's smart. Too smart for his own good. He's been able to figure out how to time the storm door. So when you think nobody's going to run out the door, he waits till the last possible second before it closes to scoot out of it, which is what he did to me the other night.
He knows the sound of us like starting to walk down the hall, and will try and beat us to the door so that he can run in as soon as we open it and get in the bedroom.
Yeah, he did that to me earlier tonight too.
Yeah. And walking the other way toward the back door, he runs that way too.
Camera isn't sure which one to focus on.
And it's impossible to keep all of these guys off the counters, so that's just a thing that we deal with, that we've accepted. But he jumps onto the stove, runs across the stove, across the counter, jumps up onto the fridge, jumps down from the fridge onto the microwave, and then paws at the back door that's beside the microwave.
Fortunately, he hasn't done that when we're cooking something.
Say them.
I don't know what's been going on at the office, but it's happened once before. Today I got there, and I know they didn't stay the whole night in there, but Clara, Lily, and Stumpy were in the other spare office, and the door was closed. So apparently they all went in there, and somebody got behind the door and closed it.
Ghosts. Haunted house.
I guess so. I'm thinking maybe I should start leaving a litter box in there if they're going to keep locking themselves in that room.
Yeah, put thing like a litter tub in front of the door so that they can't push it shut.
Maybe.
Big scratching post or something.
But as it approaches 9:40, feeding takes a little while now with 12 animals in the house. So I guess we probably need to wrap it up and make sure Allie's had enough time to eat and drink and do all she needs to do before we pick up food and ruin her whole day tomorrow. And again, sorry, I've been kind of slack on these things. We've been busy this week and trying to get the house situated. But hopefully after this week, we can start doing these from the living room and
What are you eating now?
other parts of the house without seeing lots of clutter and all that. Because like I said, we had to take everything out of this room that was in here, furniture and everything, to make room for these guys. And we never really found a good place for it. So a lot of things got shoved in boxes and whatnot and needed to be gone through. And it's kind of what we've tried to tackle this week. So it shouldn't be as long before the next close-up as it was between the last one and this one. So
That probably won't be one this week.
no, I told them that your folks will be here all weekend. So definitely not this weekend unless I happen to do one from the office Saturday or Sunday or something like that. But we'll see. But thank you, everybody. We appreciate it, and we'll do better at this. Some way, somehow, we'll make it work. But I hope you all have a good day, good night. And thanks, everybody. And we'll see you next time. So we'll just close on YouTube.
Bookshelf.
I will, Aurora. Thanks, everybody. See you later.